Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to come at you guys with another video that I feel like it is very important just for everyday life. I want to start off by telling you guys what happened to me yesterday. I don't know if the video is already uploaded or not, but if not, the video will be uploaded pretty soon, and it is a video on taking the time out for yourself. While I was recording the video, I pretty much was just talking about how I feel like it's very important for you to take the time out for yourself. Make sure that you're doing things that you like, things that you want to do, just pretty much loving on yourself. Well, while I was doing that video, I received a text message from my daughter saying that she had had a death in her family. A first cousin of hers was in a bad car accident and passed away. And I immediately stopped doing everything that I was doing to pretty much make sure that everything was okay with my daughter. And that brings me to the video that I want to do today, what I want to talk with you guys about today. And it's pretty much about putting yourself to the side, putting your feelings to the side. And this video is pretty much going to go out to the mothers, because I'm a mom, baby mom, however you want to say it or whatever. But I pretty much want to make this video for the mother, because being a mother and experiencing things that I have experienced, going through some things that I have went through in the past, I know what it's like to deal with baby daddies, baby daddy families. I know all about that, and I know how easy it is to get caught up in making things about yourself. So pretty much my daughter, my oldest child, she's 21 years old, so she's not a baby anymore, but still, nevertheless, you know, she still needed my support. Well, me and my daughter, we was pretty much talking, you know, I talked a little bit with her about the situation. I immediately hugged her and I held her, and I knew that she was going to want to go to her family's home and be there with them and mourn with them. But the state of mind that she was in, I knew that my daughter didn't need to really drive by herself. I knew that she just didn't really need to be alone. But at the same time, I have not had the best relationship with her family in no type of shape, form, or fashion. I have not had a good relationship with the grandmother, the grandfather, the sister, nobody. Really, not even the children. I know that's bad to say. Like, I know that's bad to say, and I know somebody's probably like, dang, you ain't even get along with the kids. Like, when I say not even the kids. And it wasn't a issue of me not getting along with the children. It's just that some of the kids was not making good choices. And as a mother, you want the best for your child. So of course you're going to encourage your child to associate or to hang out with people that is making good choices, because more than likely your child would make good choices. But of course, you know, other people would take that different, as, you know, they would interpret that as, oh, well, you feel like your daughter's too good to hang around me, or you think you better, or you this and that. So of course things was, you know, it was misinterpreted the wrong way. But nevertheless, I don't think that none of them really cared for even being around me, in which, to be honest, I really didn't care to even be around them. But however, hearing about this particular cousin, it was a cousin that many years ago that I was close with, and I did have a close relationship with her and her siblings. And so my heart did kind of go out. But I immediately began to think about, well, you know, I haven't dealt with these people in years. They don't really care for me. I really don't care to really be around them. And I know that they probably gonna say this and say that about me if I try to show up on the scene and this and that. So, I started making up a ton of reasons of why not to be there. And those reasons, none of them included my daughter. It was all about me, how I would feel, or how I would think, or how they would think about me. It was just tons of things that was just pertaining to me. And I had to take a second to say, Raven, it's not about you. Your daughter is standing before you, and she's literally breaking down because she has lost someone that is dear to her. And you're literally standing here contemplating if you should support your daughter to the fullest. A lot of us baby mamas, a lot of us mothers, we're bad about that. And I just gotta be honest. I know that there are going to be a lot of women that's probably gonna be like, nah, sis, speak for yourself. Nah, speak for yourself. I ain't like that. And if you've never been like that before, if you've never had those type of feelings or emotions, I applaud you. I applaud you. You are a real one. But for me and for myself, and I do know for others, there has been issues to where we tend to put ourselves, our feelings, our emotions before our children. And I just had to really, going back into the story, I kind of be all over the place sometimes, but going back to the story, I had to take a step back and I had to just look at my child, and I just had to ask myself, Raven, what's more important? What's more important? You being there supporting your child, and your child knowing that no matter what, my mother is going to always have my back. My mother's going to always be there for me. Or is it more important that the aunties and the cousins and the family, what they think about me, what they're going to say about me? And so at that moment, I just decided that no, what's more important to me is my daughter, putting her first. And so that's exactly what I did. I got myself together, I got my stuff together, and I had suggested to my daughter, well, hey, how about you drive, and I'll drive my car. That way it won't be a rush on you to feel like you need to leave whenever I leave. And my daughter was like, no, Mom, I really need to ride with you. I just want to ride with you. So that also kind of confirmed that my baby really, really needed me. So I told her, okay, that's fine. And so we rode together, and pretty much a part of the way we rode in silence, but then we began to talk. I was able to put my feelings aside, my emotions aside, and, just ask her, have you spoke with the family? How are they doing? Did you also, get permission to make sure that it was okay for me to come with you? It was a lot of things that I was able to do, and I was able to converse about, that I was proud of myself for being able to handle things in a right way, to be able to handle things in a way to where it was smooth and it was peaceful for my daughter. Now, going back into the past, when my daughter was younger, I wasn't always at that place. There would be a time that I would literally make up excuses of why I felt like my daughter should not, why she shouldn't be in the presence of her father, or why she shouldn't be in the presence of her grandmother, or the presence of her grandfather, or, I made up a lot of excuses. And some might say that, oh, those are valid concerns. Those are valid reasons. But deep down in my heart, it was really mainly because of me. It was because of how I felt about him, that I might make up, and just throwing one example out or whatever. I might would say, well, you know what? he keeps a ton of girls around. He keep a ton of girls around, and I don't want my daughter confused. So since I don't want my daughter confused, and he got all these girls around, I'm just gonna keep my daughter with me. She's not gonna be able to go over there because he had too many females over there. Well, really, it's not about you feeling like your child will be confused. It's more or less of, I don't want my daughter being in the presence of those girls, or you're not doing things the way I feel like you should do them. So, since you're not, my way of punishing you is saying that your daughter is not going to be able to come around. Your daughter is not going to be able to be there because of how you're handling things, of how you're doing things, and I don't agree with it. So, this is what I'm going to do to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up this excuse to make it seem like I have a valid reason of why I'm keeping your daughter away from you. But deep down inside, that's the real true reason of why I'm keeping her away from you. And in the long run, that didn't hurt him. It didn't hurt me. It hurt my child. It hurt her because I was choosing to put my feelings. I was willing to put my emotion. I was willing to put all of that ahead of what was good for her, or what was beneficial for her, or simply what needed to be done for her. And so I just wanted to make this quick video, just kind of highlight on that, and to just kind of just kind of spit it out there for, any mothers, and like I said, mainly for the mothers, because I do know as mothers how sometimes we can be a bit petty. We can be a bit petty. We can be a bit hard to work with. So I wanted to mainly throw this out here for the mothers, that please, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our sons, for the sake of our daughters, please, if you are having any type of issues with the parent or the other parent of your child, please take the time to try to communicate those feelings. Take the time to try to figure it out, to try to work it out in some kind of way, rather than saying, I'm just going to keep your child away, or I'm going to do it this way, or I'm going to do it that way. And it's all because of how I feel. It's all because of how I'm thinking. Because our choices that we make today, it truly affects our kids in the future. And that kind of leads me into another video that I might do one day, because I too did not grow up with my biological father. And it was a lot of choices that my mother made, and she made out of her own personal feelings, her own personal reasons. And because of that, at my age now, I kind of feel like I was robbed of some things, and it affected me. It really did. It affected me along the way, because I did not have the opportunity to experience certain things, or I didn't have the opportunity to be in the midst of, my other family and things like that. So I do know the harm of what it caused. So I just want to plead, and I just want to throw it out there, to just give you something to think about, to make sure that you're putting your child first, making sure that you are being selfless and not selfish, focusing on what is best for your child, and putting your feelings and your emotions to the side for the benefit of your child or your children. I know that I'm probably going to do another video kind of getting more in depth about that, because I do feel like in our community, that is something that really, really, really raids the community. And like I said, I've been there. I've done that. So I know what it's like to, to try to hurt using the child. I know what it's like to try to, feel like you can call the shots by using the child. And I also know what it's like as well to finally come into realization that I'm hurting my child. I'm hurting my child, and it's not about me. It is about what is best for my child. If I want my child to succeed in this world, if I want my child to be prosperous, then I've got to start living by example. I've got to start operating out of wisdom, humility, love, and dignity. I've got to start operating out of that. If I say that I love my child, but then at the same token, I'm saying that I'm willing to take you away from this because of how I feel, I don't like him. So since I don't like him, you can't be around him. Or if I don't like him, or if I don't like this person, then you can't like this person. If we're willing to do that, then really ask yourself, how much do you love your child? How much do you love your child? You're really just simply using your child as a pawn to get what you want, and that's just not healthy. It's not healthy for the child at all. And at the end of the day, it's about our children. They are our future. So we have to start taking the time to ask ourselves these questions. We have to start taking the time to evaluate ourselves and how we're handling things and how we're doing things and what we're showing our children, what we're teaching our children. So like I said, I know that I'm going to be doing a video in the nearby future to kind of dig deeper into these type of subjects and these type of issues. But for now, I just kind of wanted to come on, put a quick video together, and just kind of leave just something for you guys to think about. Also, before I close this video out, I want to make sure that you guys subscribe, like, and most of all, comment. I've told you guys, I'm a talker. I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to tell me what you want to hear more of. If you have any questions, please feel free to question me. Please feel free also to just give me some suggestions of what I could be, doing on this channel. Once again, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and I really hope this video helps somebody. Okay, bye. See you guys in the next video.